Well, it's going to be a historic night, as we said, at the Democratic National Convention.
Yep, thousands of young women at home here in southeast Wisconsin will look on as Hillary Clinton accepts the Democratic nomination for president.
Julia Fellow is live in the studio to talk about the significance of tonight. Julia.
I spoke to women of all generations today who tell me Clinton's nomination puts the biggest crack in the glass ceiling. It took 227 years from when President George Washington was elected the first president to see the first female at the very top of a major political party's ticket.
It really was emotional for me as a woman.
Wauwatosa Mayor Kathy Ehley tells me you won't find any signs on her lawn this year for any candidate. She's nonpartisan. She hopes this moment will get more women interested in politics.
I am often the only or one of very few women in a room in the discussion.
This Brookfield grandmother is not as enthused about this moment. She says it has nothing to do with gender. It's everything to do with Hillary's last name.
I feel bad for women who are voting for her just because she's a woman. And I know there are a lot of women out there like that. And that disturbs me a little bit.
Her daughter and grandchildren have a softer look at this moment.
I grew up at a different time than my mom did. And I want my kids, especially my daughters, to know that anything is possible.
My friends or me might want to be a president one day.
UW-Milwaukee political science professor Mordecai Lee worries the political climate is so ferocious this election season, people may not recognize tonight's historical significance.
I wish we could just appreciate it for what it is. And then, you know what? Tomorrow we'll go back to politics.
While tonight's speech will be historic, political analysts say the stakes are still very high. Analysts say her speech must include room for unity, with many Bernie Sanders supporters who insist they will not fall in line. George and Carol.
Yeah, unity's key for both parties. Thank you very much, Julia.
Packers